again with ships. By the way, wherefore I spake unto thee.
So it says, by the way, wherefore I spake unto thee. He's telling you, this is the way I'm going to talk to you, Israel. This is the way I'm going to speak to you, Israel. This is how you're going to know that you are Israel. I'm going to talk to you this way. I'm going to show you this. You understand? I'm going to show you this. I'm going to show you what's going to happen. I'm going to show you, because they couldn't believe it. You understand? They could not believe these things were going to happen to them. So he says, by the way whereof I spake unto thee, I'm going to talk to you like this. This is what's going to happen. All right? Read.
Thou shalt see it no more again.
Right. So at this time, right, he said, you're not going to see the beautiful homeland that you had. You're not going to go back into that. So in the future, you're not going to see the promised land. You're not going to see that. You're not going to see it no more again. Read.
And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies.
That's the key right there, man. Look at this. Look at this right here. And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies. Right here, look at this. There's an auctioning block right here. All right? To be sold on board the ship. What does that say? Brandsland, Tuesday the 6th of May, next at Arbley Ferry. A choice cargo of about 250 fine, healthy Negroes. All right? 250 fine, healthy Negroes. They were selling us just like they sell cattle, man. That's right. That's what they were doing. And they still consider us cattle. Right. Believe it or not. We are legally considered cattle in this country. That's why the police always get off. That's right. All right? They always get off because they are not breaking the law. Okay? Because with cattle, with something you own, you can do what you want with it. All right? So just like a farmer could slaughter his cattle, so can the police slaughter us. Because it's legally okay for them to do that. Legally okay? It's legally binding. Right. And if you don't believe me, just look at the case Dred Scott versus Salah. Look into the Dred Scott case. All right? Where they said, yeah, he fought for his freedom, and they said Africans were never intended to be citizens of the United States. So now you categorize yourself as an African, right? This going into legalities. You categorize yourself as an African, right? So now you're not considered a citizen of the United States. Whether you feel whether that bothers you or not, that's the truth and the reality of it. Okay? When you consider yourself Hispanic, you're not a citizen of the United States. Okay? That's why they can go down there, shoot us down, and there's no justice for that. But that would be one of the curses also. Us not getting justice. Read.
Unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you.
So it says, thou shalt be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen, slave man and slave woman, and no man shall buy you. That's an old English term, meaning no man shall save you. So if you look into the leaders that we had in the past, right, we think they're doing something, but the same things happen over and over again. We talk about Martin Luther King. We think he's saving us, but the same things happen over and over again. They were shooting us down in his time, and they're shooting us down now. Malcolm X, these were great men. I'm not going to take nothing away from them. They were fighting for our people, but they were shooting them down at that time, and they're shooting us down now today. So no man can save you. We have to come under one banner. We have to come under the banner of the Most High. We need to do that. That's the only way we're going to save our people. Every nation knows that they have to come under a certain or particular religious ideology. Okay? We're not coming under a religious ideology. We're coming under the laws, statutes, and commandments, but it is a one banner type of thing. We have to come under that. Because when you come under the law, statutes, and commandments, what it teaches you is to love your brother as yourself. So, I love this brother as myself. If there's anything that ever happened to pop off, any war that's going on, I'm out there with my brother because I love him like myself. Right. All right? His family, his children, his wife. If it's me in the field, I'm going to risk my life to save them because I love this brother as myself. You understand? And I love this brother as myself. So when we go to war, or we have to go to war, I'm standing right there. And I'm going to protect his children. I'm going to protect his wife. All right? And I expect the same from him. All right? Because we come under a higher power than ourselves. Okay? All right? We don't fear death. We don't fear death. Because we know there's something better. That's right. We don't fear death. That's what a lot of people can't understand. That's right. That's right. This ain't no Bloods in the Crips. All right. So if I see my brother being harmed, I'm going all in. This is different. All right. Because I come under the banner of the Most High. That's right. Okay. I come with His law, statutes, and commandments. So I'm going to treat my brother the way I treat myself. And I would fight for my life to death. That means I'm going to fight for your life to death. That's right. That's something that people can't understand until you start keeping the law, statutes, and commandments. You can't understand that. All right? Believe it or not, what we do right here is very dangerous. That's right. We get knives taken out of us. People constantly want to fight us. Why? Because this word cuts to their soul, man. It cuts deep. It cuts deep. You can't handle this. You cannot handle this.
Can't handle it.
That's right. You can't handle the truth. But we out here fighting for our brothers and sisters. Why? Because we love you more than you love yourselves.
Right.
Okay? We love you more than you love your own selves, man. Because if you love yourself, you would not be doing the things that you're doing. That's right. You wouldn't be out here smoking crack, shooting up dope, if you loved yourself. You wouldn't be smoking cigarettes if you loved yourself. You wouldn't be robbing your brother if you loved yourself. Okay? Because if you love yourself, you know that that's your brother from blood. That's your family. It might be down the line, ancient history, but they still your brother. They somewhere down the line have some blood from you. So if you love yourself, you would not harm your brother. And that's what the commandments of the Most High God teaches us. Get me Exodus 23. Alright? Get me Exodus 23. We're going to show you how the commandments teach us some things. And you tell me if these things would not change our community if we kept them. Alright? Just start at 1. Alright? Let's see the commandments. Read.
If a man shall steal an ox or a sheep,
Exodus 20 and 1.
Exodus chapter 20. I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage.
one right there. It says, thou shalt have no other gods before thee. All right? So we gotta examine that, man. The Most High said, you shall have no other gods before thee.
Take it back.
No other God, no other. Money is a god sometimes.
Right.
Some people worship money.
Material.
Some people worship material things. Some people actually worship statues. The Most High said, thou shalt have no other God before thee. Read.
Thou shalt not make unto any graven image or any likeness or anything that is in heaven above.
So don't make any graven image or any likeness of anything that is in heaven above or the waters beneath. All right?
Like this image here.
And we talk, when he says graven, it means fashioned with hands. Okay? Don't make anything fashioned with hands that you're going to bow down to. All right? Because a lot of people say when we put out a picture that's a false image,
right,
or graven image.
Right.
But that we're not bowing down to that. We're not worshiping that. We're using these things for edification purposes. Okay? We use these pictures for edification purposes. We're not bowing down to it. Some of our people need pictures to learn. All right? There's different ways of learning. Some people learn, you know, through oral teachings. Some people learn through writing and reading.
Right.
And some people learn through imagery.
Right. Image.
Okay?
Right.
And that's why our enemies know it.
Right.
You understand? They teach you evil things without you even knowing. That's why they have all these pictures, these statues, these things in our music videos and everything. In the background. All right? I'm going to give you a perfect example to show that puppy is on right now. It's called The Four.
Right.
If you look in the background, you'll see an eye, the all-seeing eye.
Wow.
They're trying to subliminally teach you things without you even knowing.
Taco Bell too.
Right, Taco Bell. That's just a straight up
Illuminati
commercial. They know that they're sacred. They call them sacred imagery. All right. They know that they can put these things in your mind. There was a movie that Will Smith did called Focus.
Oh yeah.
You remember that movie?
Yeah.
So he was a con man, right? Will Smith was a con man. So there's a con that he's pulling off or trying to pull off in the movie, right? Yeah. There's a con that he's trying to pull off in the movie where he asks this Japanese businessman that if he picks any number of any one of the players on the field, that he's gonna guess the number. He's gonna have his girlfriend guess the number, and she wasn't in on the card. All right. But what did he do? All throughout that day, he put that particular number. He put that particular number in front of the Japanese businessman. So he knew at the end of the day that he was going to pick that number because he was putting that number everywhere. He was putting it on glass. He was putting it on in the newspaper. Wherever he was looking, he put that number. Right, he put it in the elevators. So they know that you can use imagery to influence your brain or your mind. All right, jump down to Give me verse 9.
Exodus 20, chapter 9. 6 days shalt thou labor and do all thy work.
So I'm trying to show right now that if we keep God's commandments, right, that it would fix our communities. So it says 6 days thou shalt labor and do all thy work. Read.
But the seventh day is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God.
Read.
And thou shalt not do any work.
Read.
Thou nor son nor thy daughter.
So I'm going to show you how keeping this commandment could change our community. All right? It says 6 days thou shalt work, and on the 7th day thou shalt do no work. Okay? So let me show you. Right now, we are here on Shabbat. All right? And if you look around, everybody's out here doing what? They're shopping, spending their paycheck. Okay? They already got their paycheck spent before they even got the money.
That's right.
They mentally got it spent. Oh, when I get paid, I'm gonna buy this. I'm gonna get the new Jordans over here. I'm gonna get this brand of jeans over here. It's already spent before you even got the money in your hand. But if you're not coming out on Shabbat, right, and you labor in 6 days, right, and you keep and you reverencing the Most High on Saturday, right? Yeah, sure. And you reverencing the Most High on Saturday, right? Can you spend your money? No, because you're keeping the commandment, right? So now you're back to laboring the next day because you labor in 6 days. So now you're building up your finances.
That's right.
That'll financially help us keeping that commandment. Read.
But the 7th day thou shalt not do any work, nor thy sons, nor thy daughters, thy manservant, nor thy maidservant, nor thy cattle, nor thy stranger that is within thy gates. For in 6 days the Lord made heaven and earth.
So now he's giving the explanation of why. Why do we have to keep this? Why? Read.
The sea and all that in them.
So the Most High made the earth, the sea, and all that is in them on 6 days. Read.
Is and rested the 7th day.
Read.
Wherefore the Lord blessed the Sabbath day.
So the Lord blessed the Sabbath day. This is a holy day for us, man. Every Sabbath is a holy day for us. And you need to keep it as a holy day. All right? Ain't that something special?
That's right. All that work.
52 weeks in a year, we got 52 holy days.
That's right.
Easy.
That's right.
So what does that mean? On the holy days, right, you gather. You have a holy convocation.
Celebration. Right.
So now, if you're gathering together, right, you're becoming more of a family, right? That's right. You're getting closer with each other.
Bonding.
We bonding. So if I'm doing the Lord's Sabbath, right, I can no longer look at my brother and say I want to hurt him because I'm with you every holy convocation.
That's right.
Right?
Closer.
We got closer. I don't want to hurt you. You're my brother.
That's right.
You see how that helps us? You see how that changes our community? Just a simple thing as that. Right. Now look at the opposite. Right. Look at the opposite. Look at how this is right now. You can't even have a conversation with your brother without him getting angry. You bring any opposing thoughts, they get angry.
That's right.
Right?
Right here.
Right.
You're supposed to be standing right here and doing what I'm doing, teacher. All right? That's right. You should keep knowledge. That's right. The priesthood should keep knowledge. All right? Go ahead.
According to the Bible, the so-called people that we know as Haitian today, you were the ones that God chose to be the priest of his people. Meaning God was working through you to teach his people how to keep his laws, statutes, and commandments. One of the problems with our people today is that they've separated us. By language is one of the ways. Like right now, we're having a hard time communicating, even though we're the same people.
Right.
Because they made your people English. They taught so-called Haitians French. They taught so-called American blacks English. They taught so-called Hispanic blacks and Indians Spanish.
Right.
So we have this disconnect within our nation in terms of language, and it presents a barrier from us communicating with one another to understand each other.
That was purposely
That was purposely done. That's one of the curses on it. But what the brother's trying to explain to you is that according to the Bible, you're an Israelite.
Right.
That according to the Bible, you're from the tribe of Levi, and that your tribe was the priests of God. You were the ones that performed the ceremony. You were the ones that performed the sacrifice. You were the ones that blessed the people.
Right. That's right.
So when so-called Haitians went off with that, with voodoo,
Right.
okay? When they went off with that voodoo, God cursed them.
God put a heavy
God
curse
said
on
no. God don't want us to do voodoo.
Right.
God talks about voodoo in the Bible. He says it's a wicked thing. Not just your tribe, but a tribe that's close to you on the same island. Right. So-called Dominicans. You guys got voodoo, they got Santeria.
Right.
Okay? Or
All the Caribbean,
they all do it out there. But the Most High is not messing with that. The Lord is not messing with that voodoo. He's not messing with Santeria. None of that. The Most High gave you a divine set of laws, statutes, and commandments that you got to live by. Okay? Now listen, there's some brothers over there with that group that speak Creole. Yeah, there's some brothers over there that speak Creole. So if you want to know more, if you want to understand more, talk to some of them brothers because they can break it down to you in your language. Okay? Brother.
That's right. You see, we don't have no divide amongst us.
No.
This camp right here divides in Israel. There's no divide in Israelite camp. We love anybody that claims to be an Israelite.
That's right. That's right.
Whether we believe you off or not, we're not going to go through that, man.
That's right.
We in the spirit of brotherhood here.
That's right.
We building up a nation here.
That's right.
We don't care about the minor differences. All right? Because the Lord said, all right, he said not everybody has the complete knowledge anyway. He's going to teach it. He's going to put it in our hearts one way or another. Just read any one of those 28. Read any curse that you want from past 15. Read any one. We're going to bring out some more curses just to edify you. That these curses would be upon our seed for a sign and a wonder forever. Read.
This is Deuteronomy, verse 25.
Verse 25.
The Lord shall cause thee to be smitten before thine enemies.
Didn't that happen to us? Weren't we smitten before our enemies? When the conquistadors came across the Atlantic Ocean, wasn't our people smitten? When they went into Africa, West Africa, wasn't our people smitten?
That's right.
When they went into South America, wasn't our people smitten? Read.
Thou shalt go out one way against them and flee 7 ways before them.
So we went out to war against them, but we had to flee 7 ways. We had to flee 7 ways from them. Why? Because Esau was blessed with the sword.
Right.
All right? That was his blessing. He was blessed
To be a killer.
to curse the earth. It's funny. He was blessed to curse the earth with the sword, but it was to teach us a lesson.